what if today is it, right? Like, what if there is no tomorrow and you've run out of tomorrows? How do you feel about the time that you've spent, or how do you want to spend your todays, right? The ones that you have left. And that matters.
Well, that also changes the perspective. When you're thinking of your mortality, you're like, whoa, okay, I don't want to do that. I'd rather focus my energy into something fulfilling, something that gives me pleasure, something that gives me passion, something, something that gets my hair messy.
Welcome to Permission the Podcast. I'm Dr. T, and this is my sister,
Silvana, and we are two regular people talking about spirituality in our daily lives.
Each week, we're inviting you to the internal conversation. So let's get started.
With your permission.
Welcome back to Permission the Podcast.
Hi.
Today we are talking about, well, the name of the episode is kind of interesting because the episode has to start with the. Have we talked about why the episodes have to start with the?
Yes.
Okay.
Because of your crazy
Because of my obsession with Seinfeld.
I'm just calling it love, crazy love for Seinfeld. Episodes, which they all start with.
They all start
something.
with the something.
Okay.
So if we didn't start with this episode would have been named It Doesn't Matter. And because we have to start with
because of you. Then
because
it has
of
to
Seinfeld.
Be, what is it called? The Matterless? No.
Matterless.
Yeah.
The Matterless.
Is that a real
and maybe
word?
maybe
Is
we
that
can
a
call
word?
it maybe we could call it matterlessness.
Okay. Did you make that word up, or is that in the dictionary?
Let's ask Amina. I don't know. I don't know.
I'm not. Amina's sleeping.
Amina's asleep.
Yeah. My phone is like.
Okay, so I think it's a word. I don't know. Anyway,
That's okay. We
that's the
can make
name.
we can make T-shirts
We could
with your new word.
we're gonna figure it out. Well, that's the name of the episode, the matterlessness. And if it wasn't for the it would have been called It Doesn't Matter. And the theme comes from the conference that I went to, which was the ACT boot camp in supposedly in New York City, but it was so far away that
In
it
the
felt
Bronx.
long distance.
Yeah.
Okay. So in this training, there's a trainer that did a real play, and the real play was going on and blah blah blah, and she kind of landed an intervention, and her intervention was, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, right? Like she was saying it from a place of compassion. She was saying it from a place of, I want you to pay attention here now. This what you're focusing on, right? It doesn't matter in two. I took it to be two forms, right? It doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. Like,
Okay.
pick a year, 2011 11 and pick a month, March, pick a day, 15. Do you remember what you were doing that day? No, it doesn't matter. But while...
What if I do? I'm just saying, what if you just picked a day that totally something big happened? But whatever.
But that's the thing, is like there's only so many of those dates.
Right. If you said, do you remember September 11? Then
obviously.
Then everybody does. But okay, I got you.
But we're talking about like a random Tuesday. Do you remember?
Our day-to-day, it doesn't matter. Right. In the big scheme of things, it's just another day. And what matters, it's what you're doing now.
Well, what? So that then we can go into how much lots of things don't matter, and being able to identify for yourself, okay, if this doesn't matter and that doesn't matter and the list is endless things don't matter, right? Then what actually does matter?
Okay, great. Do you have your list?
Listen, the rat on my walk to the gym doesn't matter.
Ew. That's what I when I go visit you, there's like at least a couple of rats that try to cross my way, and I'm like, stay in your corner.
You are so extra. That is so extra.
What was I gonna say? Your hair looks nice. Let's get that out of the way.
Thank you.
I like it.
Thank you. It's a nice compliment. Look at you being nice.
What? What does that mean? Go on. Say it. It doesn't matter anyway.
Well, my dad. My dad. I'm positive we've talked about this. My dad is like often mentions how my hair, when I have it wavy, gets frizzy because it's wavy and frizzy. and he often is like saying, why don't you brush it or comb it? And
no te peinas.
Let's put some context into this. My dad is bald. Okay.
He has a little island of hair.
My dad has not had hair for decades.
True.
Okay.
He lost it young. Yeah.
And he is trying to tell me what to do with my hair.
Yeah.
No. And so then he points out that it's because oftentimes I have it down and wavy for the summer. And oftentimes in the summer, the heat is like, it really fucks with it. The heat really
it's the
fucks
humidity.
my hair.
I think it's the humidity that does it. Well, for me at least.
Whatever.
Okay.
So whatever's happening to my hair is happening to my hair. And everyone's like, why don't you brush it? Also, you guys don't have wavy hair like I do.
Mine is a little wavy. I don't have abundant hair. Like you have a lot of hair.
Paola's hair isn't wavy.
It's straighter than yours for sure.
Whatever. Regardless, my hair is wavy. and so you guys think that I'm just like on purpose not
caring for it?
Not doing my hair or not combing it or whatever.
I know. There's been episodes that we started and I'm like, are you going to comb your hair? I think I've said that.
Despeinada. And I'm like,
and at least,
dude.
I don't know, 4 or 5 episodes. Are you going to comb your hair? Do something.
And also, like, you cannot comb wavy hair or brush it because it's wavy.
Yeah, I know, but it doesn't have to like stick out like a lion, you know? Like some hair is sticking up. That's what I mean. I know about wavy hair.
You don't know.
But also, sometimes, you know, you just gotta tame
it. Okay.
Tame it, that's all.
So you mentioning my hair is nice. It's nice.
Okay.
After all these, like, why do you walk around like that?
That's not true. I don't say that. Also, I've been complimenting your hair a lot since your divorce. Because it looks nicer. Anyway. What are we talking?
I look nicer.
It doesn't matter. Okay.
What's it called? Do you know? So my cousin Anna, she was over with her daughter, and maybe she was over with all her children. She has 3 children, and her daughter Addie goes, do you live alone? And I said, yes. And I said it in Spanish because
She's bilingual, yeah.
Alone I look better. I look better alone.
Solita me veo más bonita.
Yeah.
You know, it rhymes.
Yeah,
you know?
I know.
It's just solita, bonita. Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. And what did she say?
She was like, huh? And everyone started laughing. I mean, she didn't really get it. I'm like, huh?
I look better by myself.
So, okay. It's funny, this intervention. So back to the topic. Thank you for the hair. I accept it. I receive it. I'm feeling it. It's great. At the conference, when the trainer said it doesn't matter, everyone was like, you know, like
in shock, or like
everyone was freaking out. Is she invalidated? Like, does he not matter? Does his and I'm like, you're really missing the point here.
Yeah.
She was placing it into context, which is, you know, part of the whole thing, placing it into context of, this is your life.
Mm-hmm.
You have very little time left. We all have very little time here, right? It's like we have one breath in this life. And she's placing it into context of, does it make sense to focus on very minor, minuscule things if those are not the things that matter, right? So
right.
Let's put it into some context, right? I work with individuals, and in individual work, couple stuff comes up, right? Relationships are really important, and generally eventually some conversation goes, and then my partner is just like, what, looking at the overflowing trash and not taking it out. I don't know. And it's, you know, that it's symbolic, right? So it's not like all of my individual patients are talking about overflowing trash. it's the trash, it's the boxes, it's the dishes, it's the laundry. You do more, do more laundry. You do less laundry. You don't see that. How do you not see that? Like it's this, it's that, it's the other thing. And it's kind of like, okay, what is actually going on? And it gets to something like, I don't feel heard. I don't feel like the person is taking me into consideration. I don't feel like the person is valuing my contribution or whatever. There's layers, right? And
which are legit. They're
right.
And those things matter.
Well, what's more important is like relating, communication. I always have to say it's not about the trash.
Right. It isn't.
Nothing is about the trash.
What did I hear the other day? Oh, if a man brings the mother in you, then you're dating a boy. If a man brings the child in you, you're dating a man. And if
Can you explain that?
And if a man brings your masculine energy out, like you're the man in you, then you're dating a loser.
Yo!
And I was like, it makes sense to me.
Yo!
Does it make sense to you?
Yeah.
Okay. So when it comes, and I'm thinking, why did I bring this up? Obviously, if you have a partner that you constantly have to tell him what to do, blah, 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 you're his mom. Take the trash out, brush your teeth. Like I said that to my boys.
Yeah. And I feel like part of it is men are not women.
Right.
So they will focus on different things. Their attention goes to different things. They'll hear things differently. Like if there's a sound that's off in the home, they'll hear it differently.
Right. But if a woman says, I need more help in the house.
Yeah.
Right? It doesn't mean I'm going to have to ask you to take the trash out. Like, or maybe you can have duties that you do. Like he takes the trash out. I cook, but whatever, like you have something, you create some sort of, not schedule, but like, this I don't do this, you do this. You mow the lawn, I don't do that. You know what I mean? Like there's things you do and not do. But when stuff like dishes and trash and a piece of paper that's on the floor starts bothering you, there's something bigger.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
And okay, to speak to that a little bit more. Again, men are not women, and their focus is on different things, and their thresholds are different. So when a woman has a different threshold, for example, of cleanliness, that's just a different threshold.
I know.
Do you know what I'm saying?
So it's I'm like, ah!
So it's not about certain standards or who keeps what standard or whose standard wins. It's more of an acknowledgement that they have different they may have different standards. I mean, there are plenty of men that, run a tidy ship. That's not.
No, there is actually.
There are.
My dad. Oh my God. He's the neatest man I know. And Carlos,
yeah. So
yeah, little OCD, but
there are men that keep tidy, that also like things clean and all these other things. But there will be different thresholds for different standards of the home, and generally, not always, the woman has a higher kind of standard for how to keep the home, and she has to realize and recognize that she's not dating a woman.
True.
And those standards are different.
They're different. No, I know. Also living with the boys, and even with my dad, there was a time when he used to live with me, and so when Mom will go, I forgot where she went. She went to Florida to help our cousin. And
our aunt.
Okay, aunt. She went there, and how many weeks was she gone? 3? The day before my mom arrived, I saw my dad grab a broom to, sweep his room. I'm like, what are you doing? Your mom's coming. But he'll keep his clothes neat. You open any drawer and
right. Tidy is different than clean.
Tidy.
Tidy is different than clean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So with those conversations, nothing is about the trash. And everything is about how you communicate, how you're understood, how you're seen, how you're not seen, how you're valued, what the barriers to communicating is. So that is the trash will happen, and it happens however often you have to take it out.
And it's gonna be like, okay, whatever.
But the more important and fundamental and foundational piece would be, how are we communicating?
Why is this upsetting me so much? If I'm like taking out the trash and my blood is boiling. This is saying in Spanish, mi sangre está hirviendo. So if your blood is just like, and you're like, oh my God, I can't believe this, I gotta do it again. Then the problem is you overreacting, and not communicating your needs.
Okay. So a few episodes back, I was talking about my lovely, lovely niece who's living with me.
Oh, yeah. I was just about to ask, how are the cabinets doing? Are they still open?
And she's absolutely wonderful.
And you're still closing a lot of cabinets?
And I keep closing the cabinets. And what's really fucked up is that I have noticed I'm leaving cabinets open.
What?
So I'll open a cabinet, I'll do something, and then I'm like, I'll do something and I'm still in the kitchen, I'm doing stuff, and I'm like, oh, I left this cabinet open.
So wait.
And then I'll close it.
You're learning from her?
Well, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking, okay, am I being conditioned to leave things half-assed? Because it's one of my gym friends was like, that's a half of an action. Did I tell you? The whole action is open, close. That's one action. That's like a shuttle run. You don't run once. It's there and back. That's one. Right? That's one shuttle run. So the opening of the cabinet is half the action. And this is open, close is one action.
Okay, so you were still closing a lot of cabinets, and now you found yourself leaving cabinets open.
I don't leave them open. I don't leave them open. I have noticed I don't close them right away.
Okay.
So I will not like let the I will notice the cabinet is open and go close it.
Yeah. So funny thing, I don't do a lot of cooking here in the apartment, but the other day I was making something and I left the cabinet open. I mean, I was doing stuff, and then after I don't know how many minutes, I'm like, oh, I left that open. And then I thought about you and Talita.
Exactly. That's what happens. It's not for a really long time. It's just kind of like, this was a behavior I never would have done before. Never would I have ever thought to leave a cabinet open. That's conditioning.
Now you've been conditioned that it's okay to leave one open. It's not weird. That's hilarious. Okay.
And it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
So it got a big reaction from the attendees of the conference.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The practitioner felt really good about it. The participant doing the real play felt good about it too, because he felt like it placed whatever he was sharing into context. And I have landed in this place with patients before, and they're like, it seems like that doesn't matter, and that doesn't matter, and that doesn't matter, and lots of things don't matter. And that leaves me, and this patient actually said this to me, that leaves me wondering what actually does matter. And I went, yes! I literally did that in session. I was like, yes! Exactly. What matters? And I feel like the responsibility of that can be a little bit overwhelming, right? I have this one life. It's this long. Mm-hmm. You know, however short or long it is. And I have to make real decisions about what matters and how to focus on those things. That's a lot.
Right. I feel that what matters, it's also to me right now at this moment in my life, right? What matters is stuff that lights me up. Well, I've been going through this, I don't want to call it a surcharge, like all of this creative energy to the point that it's coming, I'm creating, I'm making all of these things, like this necklace, I made it the other day. But I am creating a whole bunch of stuff to the point that I'm going to lay down to go to sleep. And an idea comes and I'm acting on my idea. So I'm like, okay, let me get up, let me draw this, and I'm going to make it tomorrow. But then I draw it and I'm like, let's just make it real quick. And so I'm making it. And the other night I talked to you and I said, you said, I'm going to bed early. And it was 9:30. Okay, yeah, me too. And then I made like 3 pieces of stuff, including this one. I didn't go to bed till 3 in the morning. I mean, till 1 in the morning.
Can you describe what you're wearing?
Oh, so what I'm wearing is a copper wire 8-pointed star. And in the middle, I use a piece of sea glass, rounded in a way. It's the roundest one I can find in my bag of sea glasses that I collect when I ground and go to the beach. I go to the beach all the time. So I started making wire art and using the stuff I collect from the beach. So I call that collection Gifts from the Tide because I collect rocks, everything, and I'm
Oh
wearing
my God,
them.
I love that. Gifts from the Tide.
And so, but I'm like, I told you, I'm going to go to bed. Me too. I wanted to go to high yoga at 6 a.m. And my creative energy is just so intense. And so to me, right now, that matters. And although high yoga matters to me too, I am in this, this creativity, and I'm like, okay, I have to just act on it, do it, but also at the same time, I'm making myself go to bed. Like, so, okay, it's 1 o'clock, go to bed, stop it. You know? So
That's funny.
that's where I am. To me, what matters right now is what comes in, taking action. So sleep has become less important in a way.
Okay.
But yeah. Mm-hmm.
So creative endeavors matter.
Yeah, I mean, and also when you're in that creating stuff, making stuff, you're so in the moment, right? There's no, okay, which sea glass am I gonna pick? There's no other place you can be but in the moment. And so that's also quite amazing to just be in there and let it flow. Let it flow.
So I'm in New York. I feel like part of this conversation is about being able to zoom out, to zoom back in. And a lot of the conference, we were talking about, a realization of mortality and really bringing mortality into the room and having it be real, perceived, and palpable, because it brings some existential urgency. Because sometimes we can live life as if, there's always going to be tomorrow. And,
Right.
and what it kind of materialized was, what if today is it, right? Like, what if there is no tomorrow and you've run out of tomorrows? How do you feel about the time that you've spent, or how do you want to spend your todays, right? The ones that you have left. And that matters.
Well, no, also changes the perspective. When you're thinking of your mortality, you're like, whoa, okay, I don't want to do that. I rather focus my energy into something fulfilling, something that gives me pleasure, something that gives me passion, something that gets my hair messy. And so, yeah.
It's funny, we
tend to zoom into the stuff that's important.
Yeah, and that's where the zooming out and zooming back in comes in, right? Because even if we're doing this, like living really consciously in the moment. There are ways to live consciously in the moment and take pleasure in things, and it's not going anywhere. Right? Like it's so funny. In session with another patient, I was in session and she was telling me about like what her life is about right now, and we were kind of going into this same topic, this existential kind of topic, and I was telling her, well, pleasure is very important, right? But there's a difference between pleasures, right? So, and it's so funny because I was talking to her about cake. And I was like, I don't know about you, but I really love cake. And I started before we hopped on. Well, before we started recording, I'm eating this cake.
And by the way, we started recording at 8 a.m. So
listen,
she's eating cake, and I'm like, I'm eating. Wait, hold on, I'm eating cake, and I'm like, what? I'm like, and this is me looking over, like, oh, what kind of cake is that?
It's yellow cake with pink frosting, and vanilla cake. And Mom used to make cake for breakfast, so
it's her fault.
I don't know what to tell you. Back to the example. Stay on track. So I was telling my patient, I don't know about you, but I love cake. I love cake. Cake is great. Birthday cake. I'm so into it. I can have a slice of cake, and the month of May has been good to me because it's also my birthday. And I can have a slice of cake and be present with it and enjoy it and really actually take pleasure in it and have some like healthy regression. I give it to my younger self, like all these great things I can do with cake. And there's a difference between that and, focusing on creating something that's meaningful, like writing the memoir about my divorce, right? So it's different. There's different types of pleasure.
Right.
and also a trajectory with time, right? So writing a book doesn't just happen in one sitting, right? For me, it's like a planned out process. I have set timeline goals, blah, blah, blah. It's across time. So when we're, and I told her, I was like, there's a difference between, having connection and going out and doing this and this cake and this moment, and you're enjoying it, right? Versus really contributing to what you want your life to be about on a daily basis. Like I want my life to be about blank and actions going towards that, which is pleasurable in a sense of meaning, right? Mm-hmm. Those are very different. Those are very different tastes. and like they taste different, they feel different, they bring something different. I'm not going to give up cake, obviously. But also I'm not trying to eat meaning.
Right. Eat meaning or eat emotions.
Like
yeah. No, I get it. I feel like when it comes to those things that give me pleasure, that is food, it would be, for sweets is chocolate. You know me, chocolate is, woo. And I do give myself permission to have it, to enjoy it, to savor it.
Yeah.
Without judgment on the days that I eat them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, at the same time, that pleasure is never going to compare to the pleasure of creating art and putting it's different.
Well, they're different, right? Like it's kind of like when I'm hungry, I'm not trying to eat cake.
Right.
Like
she eats very boring chicken.
I'm trying to get my veggies in, get my protein in, because when I experience hunger, it's almost like my body's telling me that I need sustenance, and that is not coming from cake, right?
Correct.
So I feel like I ended the conversation, and it's funny because that's how I ended the conversation with my patient. Like, I feel like you're missing some veggies here. Because that will give you, fuel to get your reps in, whatever your reps are.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's art. Sometimes it's yoga. Sometimes it's taking care of boys that have different cleanliness thresholds. Listen, they should be allowed to live however they want to live.
I know. I stopped just like, okay, that's your stuff.
Well, they're fine with it. Just leave them alone.
Exactly. So I leave them alone. And it doesn't matter. You know what matters? When I hug them.
That matters. It matters that they're alive. That's what matters. It's funny. I remember this one time. A friend came and stayed over, and she looked at my couch and she was like, "Oh, there's scratch marks on the couch." And this was when Iman was still alive. And I was like, yeah. And she's like, oh, okay. And I was like, yeah, this is his home. Like, and I think she made a comment about like I wouldn't let that happen or something like that. And my whole concept with that was I always kind of I've been leaning existential. I feel like since the divorce happened, and I got to the point where I was glad that he was alive to scratch the couch. That's where I got to before he passed. And I was thinking that, I was like, well, I'm just glad he's here. Like, he's alive to scratch the couch. He barks and I know he's alive, right? He growls and I know he's alive. He's upset about something. He scratches the door. I know he's alive. And
I never saw him scratch the door.
Sometimes to
get out,
to open it or to close it, or when he had to go to the bathroom. But he didn't do that because, like, I would take him out often enough where he didn't have to scratch at the door to go to the bathroom. But then I feel like I adopted that mentality for everyone and everything, right? Like, this child is upset and crying. They're here. They're here to be upset. Like, they're here. If they weren't here, they wouldn't be upset, right? If this person wasn't here, this wouldn't be happening. Correct. And they're here. How wonderful. Right? Like,
so the overflown trash.
It doesn't matter. This person is alive.
Yeah.
Maybe their attention and focus needs to be reattended and refocused.
Maybe another conversation would be nice. Yeah.
right? Like, okay, he scratches the IKEA furniture, and at night we cuddle, right? Like,
Yeah.
you know,
What's
don't know.
important?
What matters? It doesn't matter.
Yeah, and it just brought me back to when the boys were little and tough, right? The crying, the nagging, the blah blah blah. But then there would be moments where they just smile at you or hug you, and they're like, "Mommy," and all of that didn't matter. Nothing mattered.
Yeah. It's the pricelessness of it.
Right. Also the giving birth part, right? Like it's a lot of pain, a lot of, like you're pushing, you're sweating, you're disgusting, and then this little human comes out. And it's just like you forgot, like instantly forgot without how painful that was, how uncomfortable that was. And you have them in your arms or your daughter, whatever. And then they grin at you or whatnot, and you're like, yeah, all worth it.
It melts.
Yeah. And so focusing or putting your focus into what really matters. If you are in this relationship with someone, what really matters about that relationship and how you go about, communicating your trash needs.
It needs some TLC.
Right. Yeah. And and just doing stuff to connect also as partners. So I have a couple that want to do a session with me, and I'm working on creating this partner.
Can you explain what session means with you?
Oh, okay, like meditation, connection, energy work. And so they want to connect with each other. It'll be the first time working with an actual couple. And so I'm creating this routine of connecting and breath work and just letting each other know that they're safe with each other by touching their hearts and breath work. And so I feel that that's amazing. My friend, she just started dating this guy. And she's like, hey, can we do a session with you? I want to connect with him in a deeper level. And I'm like, oh, yeah. So meditating together, that's very powerful. Praying together over food, over things. So to me, prayer is meditation. So, but yeah.
Yeah. It's funny, your example about, pregnancy and giving birth.
Yeah.
Literally, I talked a patient through this. I have a pregnant patient right now.
Okay.
And I did an exercise from the conference, which was, but I did it visually. Like I put my hand up on one side. I did like a ruler's length apart. I put my other hand, so I'm kind of spacing out time. And
wait, is this one face to face or via Zoom?
Zoom.
Okay. So you're doing this, putting your hands.
Yeah, I'm putting my hands in front of me, and one hand signifies birth and one hand signifies death. And the exercise, when we did it at the conference, is like take out a piece of paper and draw a vertical line, birth, a horizontal line across the whole page, and then another vertical line, that's death. And put on there where you think you are right now, right on this trajectory. So not using paper, I used one hand to signify birth and another hand to signify death. And the space in between my hands is just like her lifespan. And I said, when we do this exercise, I want us to be hopeful that you will live a very, very long, healthy life, right? And you're on this trajectory, and you're somewhere here, right? Somewhere in the middle of my two hands, right?
Yeah. Okay.
And what do you think the percentage of time is 9 months?
Is she having a hard time during pregnancy, or just?
No, I think it's just more. It's her first one, and she's just concerned about what labor will be like. And I'm like, listen,
It's short. It's it could be hours, but yeah. Then they come out and you're like, oh, you completely forget what that was like. Mind you, I had natural birth. If you have a C-section, you will still remember because you have to recover from that. But yeah.
so and I told her, I was like, I didn't tell her. I just kind of tried to have her zoom out.
Mm-hmm.
To give her the understanding of like,
The
hey, this
perspective.
is
right.
Whatever.
You're going to do what you have to do when you need to do it.
For sure.
It's human nature, right? Yeah.
We're pretty interesting. Okay, so
creatures, yeah.
Okay, so apart from art, because you've made it very clear that art matters, and apart from cake, which I have made seriously clear that cake matters to me, especially with pink frosting. What matters to you?
Ooh, there's a lot of stuff that matters to me. Connections with my kids. Being there, not... The other day, what did you tell me? Oh, can we go here? What do you have to do the day after we're going to go see Bashar? And what do you have to do the day after that? And I'm like, oh, I just want to hang out with the boys. And you're like, that's it?
Like, what the fuck?
And I'm like, yeah, I'm going to want to see them. And so, yes, connecting with the boys.
Obvio.
Connecting with nature, grounding, being in nature matters to me. Also, my women's circle, doing all the work behind the scenes to make it happen and to bring the women together. That matters to me. And also walking with them, alongside them in their journey. So accompany them in what they're doing and what they're focusing on or what their goals are. And just being there as, just there to lean on if they need to, or just to talk to, or just to listen if they need me to. But that really matters to me. And as far as our parents go, also just being there in this, what I call the last phase of their life. Like as they're getting older, dad is 85, mom is 78, right?
Yeah.
And so, just being around and creating those kind of memories. Carving wood with dad is important. Matters to me.
Yeah.
And so, but that's smiling, being grateful in the morning, having my routines. Yesterday, I did something that I'm going to start doing now. And I was like, oh, I like this. And so I was I had come back from salsa And then I thought, I want to make some art. And then I said, no, not tonight. You can draw whatever stuff that comes up to you, you can draw it. And I did. I drew it and I made it today, this morning. But I took a shower. It's a hot shower. I had already washed whatever. And then I had put in sort of like meditation music, not music, but it did have music sound. So I sat on the tub and I meditated under the water. And so the shower is hitting me. I didn't do it for long, but it just felt amazing to connect with water, to feel it, to feel rinsing stuff off of me and just meditating under the water shower. So yeah, that's my new one.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah. Tub is clean, just so you don't get all grossed out. I know you. She's like, I don't know.
I don't know about that. That's hilarious.
It just felt great. It felt great to feel the water hitting my face. I mean, the shower wasn't all on my face, but it was hitting my chest, and some of it was hitting my face, and it felt quite nice to meditate with water running, and the sound of it and everything, the breath work, the sound of water, very soothing and relaxing. So then I drew what I needed to draw, which is the new design for a lotus flower. And
yep,
and I got it.
All right. So for me,
it's here. Look, I have it here.
I love that.
So I drew this.
That is amazing.
That's my new design.
That's so fire. So it's a lotus flower.
Yes.
We just said that. Okay. What matters to me? Trying to take over the world. No.
Be a billionaire.
breaking the world and reimagining it for sure is top of my list. I want to act on the things that are calling me to act on. I want to show up to things that are meaningful to me and ways that I feel like I can make impact. I just said the other day, the genius has me on speed dial. Did I tell you about that? Yeah.
Yes, you did.
And every time the genius calls, I pick up the fucking phone. I do not let it go to voicemail. So I'm very aware and very conscious of when things want to be created from me or out of me. I want to show up for that in a very real way. And also focusing on connection with people, connection with family, connection with my community, connection with friends, connection with inner circle. I feel like those are the priorities. Those are the things that really matter to me right now.
Yeah. Me too. Connection with people.
Yeah. And it's kind of like in this bucket of like pricelessness, right? So I have one of my writing partners. She used to go to CrossFit and we used to go together.
Wait, and she used to?
She goes to another box now.
No way. She's cheating on you?
Yeah, I know. I told her, I was like, what the fuck? So
wait, is it more convenient to her, or is it
yeah,
cheaper?
well, I'm getting to it. I'm getting to it.
Oh
So
man.
so I was like, well, like what I get from my box is priceless. Because of what it means, right? And who I'm there with, and what has been built, and what I can contribute to it, and what I continue to contribute to it, right? And I was like, I don't understand you wanting to go somewhere else, because what we have here is priceless.
So it's cheaper at the other box.
And
is it cheaper? Just
it's
yes?
cheaper and cleaner. It's
and
cheaper.
Cleaner?
It's cheaper. It's cleaner. There's a big ass window. It's smaller. I don't like that, but whatever.
Where you been there?
I went there. I tried
guess?
it out before I found my gym.
Oh, okay.
I tried a few boxes before I found my gym. So
how much cheaper?
I don't know. It's irrelevant. It like totally doesn't matter. So she would always complain about the level of cleanliness at the box, and how much we pay, and if we pay so much, shouldn't it be? And I was like, I didn't ever get it. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like Iman scratched up my IKEA furniture. It's fucking IKEA furniture. Like, who cares? It doesn't matter. Right?
How
it doesn't
dirty
matter.
Is it, though? Be honest.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
No, it's kind of bad.
Okay.
I mean,
the bathroom? Is it the bathroom?
no, I mean, like, we do stuff on the floor, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
your sweat is
we're
there.
also like rolling around on the floor. So sometimes, you know, you have like dirt that's like caked into your gym clothes, right? Like, you get up and all of a sudden it's like
did I go to the
black from
beach?
dirt or something. You know what I mean? But it's kind of like, I don't know. I feel like it's on brand. Like, you know, like, we like, you know,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like
a Tough Mudder.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
It's okay. It's the dirt and the grind, but it's okay. I mean, yeah. They do vacuum, don't they? Okay, never mind.
It doesn't matter.
Okay, but that cleanliness matters to some people.
It didn't matter to her for like a year and a half, so I don't know what, like.
Well, this new version of her is OCD.
Is that like regression? I don't know.
I don't know, but maybe it matters now. Or maybe she was overlooking it because of all the other goodies, right? The connections, the people. Hey, you guys are still friends. You're still going to see each other.
Right.
You're right.
I mean, we're not CrossFit friends anymore.
You are just from a different church. Just because she goes to a different church doesn't mean she's part of your religion. Okay? So it doesn't matter, Tere. Does she change?
She's excommunicated.
Mm. Does she join you guys for the coffee afterwards? Is it close enough?
No, she doesn't. Well, she goes to my CrossFit events sometimes because she's on
Okay.
the group chat, and she gets invited to my CrossFit events
Fine.
that sometimes I don't even know about just because I'm only aware of things on the big group chat, and I'm not on like all these like little chats.
Okay. It's okay.
It's fine.
it's
It's just
fine.
like, like, dude, it doesn't matter. And I feel like my piece is, my box is priceless.
I know. I know you love it there.
So
So
like,
it's about the other day, I forgot. Oh yeah, a friend asked me, hey, there's this dude that does these workouts in the weekends. It's half an hour away. It's not as explosive or like hardcore as I would like it. But if my salsa girls are going, then it becomes a thing to do together. And so then I go. And afterwards we grab, a tea or whatever, talk for an hour or two. And so am I going because of the workout? It's a half an hour away, which is not as tough as I would like it to be. Not really. I'm going because connecting with my girls, it's important and fun, and I enjoy it. And yeah, so I got to burn maybe 300 calories because definitely it's not 500.
I love that. Like, you're keeping score.
But it's nice. Those things matter, the connections, the
people.
the people.
That's what makes it.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of things that really don't matter. And I think there's this way of zooming out of, is this going to matter in 5 minutes? Is this going to matter in 5 days? Is this going to matter in 5 weeks? Is this going to matter in 5 years? And that's what a really good way of zooming out. I mean, some people say 10
years?
Yeah, is this going to matter in 10 minutes, 10 days, 10 weeks, 10 years?
Okay.
And oftentimes the answer is like, it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah. No.
And I really love teenagers for this. Like, they have this way of completely being consumed in like this like moment to moment drama that they have going on. Like it's this is so intense. This is so important. This is my life, and it's like so big and so everything. And it's kind of like, it really doesn't matter.
Well, you were a teen once.
Yeah, and it was big.
It mattered then.
It was so big. It was so overwhelming.
As you get older, you start like,
It was so life
even
as a
at
drama.
times, even being young, I remember just like the whole drama thing. I was like, oh gosh, it's not important.
Yeah.
But then I've always been a little weirdo.
Me
That
too.
way. You're like, yeah, that doesn't bother me. They're like, why? He did this shit. I'm like, who cares?
Whatever.
Mm-hmm. My son just had his prom, and we were talking about prom, and I'm like, yeah, I didn't go to mine. He's like, what? Well, I went to the after party, and I told them that there was the football team, the captain of the football team, American football team. I was walking in the hallway, and he asked me to go to the prom with him. And it was so weird how he asked me, but then I was just like, I smiled and I said, no, thank you. Thank you. And he got upset. Like, he's like, you know how many people would like to go with me? I'm like, ask them.
Yo.
I'm like, okay, ask them. And he was clearly upset. I thought about two things. I wasn't sure if he was honest about asking me to the prom or it was just a prank. That was one. It just came out weird. The second one was, does my dad have money to buy me a dress? and does that matter to go to the prom to me? And so, no, it didn't. I didn't, you know? And so I'm like, yeah, no, thank you.
Oh my God, that is so amazing.
And so I didn't go. But then my friend's, my high school friend, his brother, was going to go to the prom thing. So I went with him to whatever activity after the prom. It was at the school with the games and stuff.
Yeah. Was it serious? Did you ever find out if he was actually asking you for real?
I didn't care.
Didn't matter. It doesn't
It
matter.
didn't-
It
it didn't
doesn't
matter to me.
matter. It doesn't matter.
I did feel a sort of way when he was just like, do you know how many girls would like to be going to the prom with me? And I'm like, okay, great. Ask them.
Bro.
And that gave me the satisfaction. I was like, yeah, good thing you said no. You know how many girls? I'm like, oh. Great.
All right.
Yeah. But anyway, we were talking about the prom and my son goes like, so you didn't like him? I didn't really know him. And at that point too, we had just came from Peru and like people used to see me as this exotic. Oh, you're so exotic.
Exotic queen.
Yeah, you're like exotic. You're pretty. Like, there was only like 2 Latinos in the whole school. Everybody else was white. And I was this exotic bird. And I'm like, yeah, no. And I was treated that way, like, oh, you're so exotic. And I'm like, what does that mean? You want to put me in a zoo? Like, what does that mean? And so that used to get to me. And I had a lot of jealousy from girls. And they would just play pranks on me in English, just trying to get me to repeat stuff that meant stupid stuff. And they wanted me to just repeat it. Oh, this is what this means. And I'm like, based on their energy, I knew that wasn't what that meant, right?
Yeah,
so it's like,
right.
hey, this means I had a good weekend. And I'm like, oh, I want to get laid? Doesn't mean that, right? But they were telling me to say these things and then I would memorize it and then go look it up, what it meant. In the meantime, I was just like, oh, really? So you look like you had a good weekend, I said to her. Are you getting laid every day? I had no idea what it meant.
That's
no
so
idea.
awesome.
Right?
I love that.
But it was just like, this is the kind of stuff that was happening to me in high school when I got there.
You look like you've been getting laid. I love that.
And I'm like, so you're doing it every weekend. And everybody starts laughing. And just by everybody laughing, I'm like, oh, yeah, this means something. Like, I need to figure out what this
This
means.
means some other shit.
Yeah. So anyway. And at the same time, and that's what happens when you know how to feel energy and go and trust your gut. I'm just like, yeah.
Perfect way to end it. Your gut matters. Your heart matters.
Yeah.
Your throat matters. Your
energy matters.
Your pineal gland matters.
And how you spend your energy.
Your crown chakra matters. I feel like this is a good moment to give yourself permission to let things not matter, and a good time to focus on
what really matters,
what actually matters,
and put your energy into it.
So this is the It Doesn't Matter episode, the matterless or matterlessness. I don't know what to call it. We'll figure it out.
We need to Google that.
Well, we'll figure it out. And
all right.
We'll be back next week.
With your permission.
And that is all we have for you this week.
Make sure you follow Permission the Podcast.
And we'll be back next week with your permission.